Actually, it might just be... No, voice... Okay, voice is at, that, so I'll set this to 30, this to 60, $80. Alright, where am I going? Aha! Things are going well now, it seems. Yay! So what's going on now?
Apologies for the wait. People are screaming for the butcher's blood again. No sooner have we broken up one mob than another forms. Thankfully, all have been amenable to reason, thus far. But it is no concern of yours. We must speak of the men Arenvald and his comrades apprehended in the peaks.
By their uniforms, the captives were first judged to be Imperial troops. But after further investigation, their true identities came to light. I dare say you remember Yuyuhasi and Laurentius, the fugitives who conspired with Captain Ilberd in the Crystal Grave's betrayal. Aye, well, it would seem they followed him all the way to the wall. It was they who orchestrated the slaughter of the resistance fighters prior to the Griffin's infernal ritual.
Okay.
Were it in your hands, how would you punish these men?
That's a tough question. How would I handle that? Well, you gotta think about it. These men tried to trick nations into going to war by launching an attack on a wall while disguised, and also tried to summon a primal and succeeded in summoning said primal that had powers on par with Bahamut, to the point of forcing the activation of Omega. While I do kind of feel like execution would be the answer at some point, I feel like they have too much info to just possibly let go.
You would spare these animals. Yours is a more merciful brand of justice than mine. In any event, I thank you for your honesty. When the time comes for the Alliance to pass judgment, I'll see that your opinion is heard. Well, that concludes our business here. But there is more I would say. Walk with me.
Okay. They really do the whole environment setup really well in this game. I don't think I remember once.
I bear a share of the blame for Ilberd's atrocities. Had I openly supported the cause of Alamigan liberation, he might not have felt driven to do what he did.
But yeah, as I was saying, I don't think I've ever felt a sense of atmosphere like I do with Final Fantasy. I mean, that was an incomplete thought. I don't think I've ever felt it in World of Warcraft, I mean. It's like, when you're in the cinematic, you're not really getting a view of the landscape, the environment, and all that. It's more of what is the focus of the cutscene or the cinematic, etc. And then they started doing those like in-game cutscenes with Shadowlands. I mean, I guess they started with BFA, but it was kind of meh in BFA. But Final Fantasy, yeah, doing a really good job.
Things could have been different, and I'm sorry they aren't.
Well, here's the thing. Everyone makes
Well,
mistakes.
even after all that has happened, my homeland is free. With the Scions and the Alliance at their side, my countrymen have reclaimed what many thought lost forever. Under her new leadership, I have every confidence that Alamigo will emerge from the shadow of the Empire and rise once more to greatness. Which means my work here is done. Soon I will return to Uldar and take my place at the Sultana's side.
Father...
I'll not deny there's a part of me that wants to stay. The same part that contemplated renouncing my rank and joining you as a wandering sellsword. But I pledged my blade to Nanamo, and I will not betray that oath.
Yeah.
Is this truly what you want, Father?
It is. Ever has my sword been hers to command, and ever shall it remain. Thank you for lending an ear. When all the rest are clamoring for me to stay, I trust you'll send me on my way.
Well, you want to be a man of your word, so yeah. Why do I suddenly have 456 views? Last stream I had 452. Not good as I intended, but at least you know where I stand. What news? We may have a problem. A group of Ananta. These are Kalyana, the ones that summoned the Primal. Attend the council. Lisa's trying to reason with them, but she may need help. Yeah. Oh, accidentally clicked through that. So nice. 200 hours in and I haven't felt the need to blacklist anyone. Like I could just play a game. Yeah. What's going on, Lise? The Slayer. You have not forgotten how you sinned against the Lady of Bliss, but we did not come here to shed blood. Claim to seek harmony with all who call Garabanya home. If this is truly your wish, you will welcome us as envoys. If you want to enter the palace, I must ask that you first surrender any crystal jewelry. You have my word that it will be returned when the meeting is over. Do as you ask, but you will not have our weapons. We are not so foolish as to place ourselves entirely at the mercy of our tormentors. Of course. I mean, they just want to feel assured, and we don't want them summoning a primal out of nowhere, so I think that's a very reasonable solution. I mean, they are snakes, Raubahn. Look at Raubahn trying to be the racist. And what weapon do I get? The Takai. Oh. Does look nice. I'll keep it. A dress-up Raubahn. Oh! Really? It's taken this long to get a Raubahn minion? This Kalyana Elder's intention seems at odds with what we know. Yeah. We won't know until we try. That's what I believe. It's like, if you go in with the mindset that they can never change, then you're never going to have the chance for change. You at least need to give them a chance. Those who followed Saint Shiva eventually sought reconciliation. Yes, exactly. Whatever the truth, I would take no chances. The guard must be strengthened, ideally with people who know a thing or two about primals. I'll go round up our comrades. Okay. Thank you, Arnvald. You go do the menial task. By the way, Arnvald, can you go collect me some bear asses? Oh, this way. What mount is that? Looks like a boulder with hearts flying around it. Oh, Y'shtola! Anvald told me of the arrival, and I agreed to prudent. Yep. I'm not familiar with the Kalyana, but Alcé's report suggested that they shunned contact with other races. Indeed, this apparent reversal in attitude is most curious. No one expected a response to our invitation. If the meeting is to be held in the throne room, it would seem wise to have eyes both inside and out. That leaves the three of you to keep watch over proceedings. We should join General Aldine inside. Just call him Raubahn! Why is everyone suddenly calling him Aldine? Do you know of the rear entrance to the palace? It's on the eastern edge, at the top of the stairs. Okay. Yes. Here we go. I have a feeling cutscene time. This has to be voice acted. No way it isn't. Oh, the one guy from earlier.
Thank you all for coming. I am Lise Hext, and I speak for the Resistance. Among you are village elders, refugee leaders, envoys from the Ananta and the Kikern. You've come from every corner of Girabania to help decide the future of Alamigo. But before that, I want to ask you a question. What was the first thing you noticed when you came in? For me, it was that empty throne. It has no one to sit on it now. No viceroy, no king. Would any of you like to take their place? Or should someone else sit there? Then let's sit here in a circle, as equals, and I hope, as friends.
Have it be a relic of a bygone era and be the kingless throne. Call me weird, but I kind of want to play a snake person.
Expertly done. Lise has removed monarchy as a choice early in the game, and positioned them to consider a joint government. All things considered, I would say events have got off to a fine start.
And that is Alagana's stance on the matter.
Thank you, Ragenford. Another vote in favor. Next, let's hear from Shanti of the Kalyana. Tell us, how do your people feel about the idea of a republic?
The Ananta wish only that those who dwell within Gir Abania devote themselves to our faith. You shall all worship Sri Lakshmi! Lady of Bliss, grace us once more with your beauteous visage!
Okay. Well, it shows that as long as she's the leader,
This can't be
the
happening.
Kalyana.
No crystals were allowed through the door.
We can worry about the how of it later. We need to evacuate these people right now, or the Primal will make thralls of them all.
It's up to us.
Yeah. Although with no crystals, I would think that this primal would be weaker.
gods damn it! The guards were already turned! Fools!
No, you don't!
The Kaliana would see us all enthralled.
Then they're going to be sorely disappointed. We have the Warrior of Light and Arenvold to shield us.
Aye, but they can't well defend your guests and attack the Primal, can they? We're stuck on the back foot.
All right, I think I have an idea. Keep these people safe, General. I'll be back as soon as I can.
Whatever she's about, she'd best make it quick.
Yeah? Is she finally learning the lessons that she needs?
Come there. Who will be next to die on my steel?
Oh? Speak with Arenveld. Without leaving our allies wide open. Can't stay on the back foot forever. I have the warrior light on my side. You can do this. Use the duty action to dissipate Aether Spheres. You warn that allowing an ally to be enthralled by an Aether Sphere will result in failure. Ah, yes! Suddenly I am at 458 views. I must have had a couple people come take a look.
Why, I offer you peace and serenity.
You're not getting by me, boy!
I shall free you from your hate.
Will you stop summoning so many at once? I want to beat you up! Ooh.
Damn it all! It's only a matter of time before we miss one.
For Dola?
What of it? Do you want to kill this thing or not?
I mean, I was expecting something to become of Fordola, but I was not expecting her to make an appearance right now. How long until this? Oh no, it's Lakshmi! Something happened to Lise? Oh, she's refusing to run even though she's susceptible? Dang it, Lise. We already fortook? I don't know. Will you just shut up, you stupid... I don't even know, woman? Active time maneuver, huh? What am I doing? Clicking? La 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 la. La 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 la. I like how these NPCs aren't completely useless. You will go down, Lakshmi.
Do not your souls weigh heavy?
I don't know, my soul weighs quite nicely on me. I'm not giving up, Lise. Let's kick her. Kick her till she's down! Do that, and then combo her! Yahoo! I'm taking you down, using no mercy.
Here it comes!
I'm doing what I can. I'm not exactly in a DPS spec. But yeah, the activity feed explains why they can see those things.
We did it! We beat her!
Oh, is this a memory of when Lee showed up?
What is this?
I'm only gonna say this once. The Ananta just summoned their primal in the throne room. My friends are fighting her, but they need help. They need someone with the Echo, and by the gods, I wish I had it, but I don't. I told you before that you still had time, but things have changed. I need your answer now. You can end it like Xenos, or you can fight for Alamigo. Your choice.
Okay. Not exactly a stirring speech on Lisa's part, but I think the conversation we had prior did enough to move her.
Seven hells. It's her. The butcher.
Even though she just helped rescue you, are you going to deny her?
It's done. Take me back to my cell.
You are not forgiven. Not you. You I will never forgive. But I will thank you. For standing against a primal and saving us from servitude. You have my thanks.
That was quite moving. I don't think there's going to be any speaking in this next part. Yes, like I thought. Near thing. Our stand against the Kalyana would have been brief if had you not volunteered for guard duty. Surely these are sentries. They must have planned this far in advance. And how dangerous primals can be. I don't think you can realistically be faulted for this mistake. You thought you had secured all of the crystals. Maybe they determined a method of summoning without crystals, or maybe they were somehow able to hide crystals ahead of time. Take this as a lesson and watch our own more carefully. You can be sure that the lackeys who smuggled the crystals into the throne room weren't the only thralls in our ranks. Ah. Keeping going. That could be. Primal servant is betrayed by his aura. If you mean to conduct an investigation, I can identify others. In a rather dark sense, I guess I'm glad that she lost her eyesight. What was she doing there? I asked her to come. Leads it then. Sad, but Wagenford was right. Her victims will never forgive her for what she's done. But I don't think Fordola picked up that sword looking for forgiveness. If you say the world in which Fordola grew up is partly to blame for what she became, then as an Alamegan, I feel responsible for improving that world. Can't ignore what's happening right now. We have to show people a better way than vengeance, or we risk giving birth to a new generation of skulls. Exactly. Lisa's finally starting to understand what it takes to be a leader. But I want to help people to let go of their old grievances and make peace. And I'll hold 1,000 meetings and talk till I'm blue, if that's what it takes. But one well worth walking. Rest assured that I will do what I can to help you reach your destination. But yeah, she's starting to talk more and more like a leader. So I feel like there may be a council, but I feel like she might be appointed head counselor by the end of this story, if she at least admits that she'll need advisors and such, as well as learns a few more lessons. Thank you, Alphina. First step will be to get our representatives back in the throne room. But not one of them seems ready to run.
Call from home.
da, 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 da. Dang, my throat has been really dry today.
A fine spot to contemplate the heavens.
Yeah.
The meeting is over. The envoys have chosen to instate a government model on Ishgard's House of Commons, a ruling body of representatives elected by the people.
Ah.
It is a fair decision, and one which signals the end of...
Oh, dang it. I should have just minimized Discord. Or at least waited until the end of the cinematic. Oh, hello, Nanamo. I don't think she's going to take none of no more of this. Oh, that was such a horrible pun. Even by my standards, that was horrible.
Forget something? Your Grace, there was no word.
Raubahn Aldin, you are hereby dismissed as General of the Immortal Flames and relieved of your seat on the Syndicate.
But, Your Grace...
Raubahn, I am no longer a child. Stay here in your homeland. Work with your brethren. Rebuild Alamigo.
You desire to stand alone. I understand, but remember what happened.
I remember full well the consequences of my naivety, and thus did I consult at length with a most trusted advisor ere I embarked upon this course.
A most trusted advisor? And what of me? Am I no longer deserving of your confidence?
What trust can there be between us when you withhold the truth from me? Did you think me oblivious to the anguish in your eyes when you spoke of returning to Uldar? For years and years, we have trusted one another. Yet now you refuse to confess your heart's desire?
I swore an oath to you that day on the sands. I pledged my sword.
And it has served me well. But in Pippin you have forged a new sword, as sharp and deadly as the blade you bequeathed him. I will show you a Sultana who can wield every weapon at her disposal, including Lolorito and his monetarist cronies. So follow your heart, please. You are home. You are free.
No, no more.
Smile for me, Raubahn. I would have this parting be a joyous one.
Thank you, Your Grace. It has been an honor to serve you and Oda.
Tomorrow you will serve Alamigo and fight for the good of all Eorzea. Am I understood?
Yes, Your Grace.
Oh. That was a really touching scene. I doubt Denuser will ever see this. But watch that. That is how you write characters.
Thanks for shielding us from Lakshmi, you two. If you hadn't been there, the rest of us would be worshipping her by now.
You're kind to include me, Lise. But we both know who did most of the work. I could scarce keep track of the battle, let alone land a telling blow.
Look, just because I'm the player character doesn't make me the be-all, end-all.
Far better men than me in the shade.
Did I mention that I encountered the Sultana in the palace? It would seem Her Grace has come to Girabania to oversee the final stages of her relocation project. She was in search of General Oldin, and I directed her to the rooftop garden. I do hope he was still there.
Are you in the habit of gossiping about the affairs of royalty, Master Leveilleur?
Certainly not, Your Grace. I was merely informing my companions.
Be at ease, Alphino. 'Twas only a jest.
I mean, I love how the Lullafels have like those little toy-like animations and bodies and such, like they look like little dolls. But they're actually taken seriously. They're not just a joke. And I like that gnomes are a joke in WoW to an extent, but the lore shouldn't treat them as a joke.
I have been relieved of my post in the Immortal Flames and the Syndicate both.
I shall be assuming my father's duties. And may I say that Tizona has never felt heavier upon my back.
Twould seem I am in need of employment. Mayhap one of my old acquaintances can introduce me to a mercenary company or some such.
You may be getting on in years, father, but you'd struggle to find a band of sellswords who wouldn't snap your hand off. Your remaining hand.
Too soon, Pippin?
Yes, the bull of Alamigo need not be put out to pasture just yet.
Your Grace has developed a wicked edge to her humor. And you, Pippin, would do well not to laugh when the future may hold the same for you.
So, does this mean you're staying?
Aye. That seems to be the way of it. I would be glad to aid you in rebuilding our nation, if you have me.
If, he says. Welcome home, Raubahn.
I wonder when I'm gonna go back to Doma. 'Cause, forgetting their names right now, because it's been a good bit since I've interacted with them. The lady and
Well, that was unexpected.
the chunky samurai
You seem distinctly unsurprised.
are still alive.
Either you are more astute than I give you credit for, or I'm losing my touch. In any event, one thing is certain. Alamigo will rejoice at the homecoming of her dearest son.
Time to head back to Rolger's Reach. Oh, are we done here in Alamigo then? We have no objections. Hey! Upon completion, you'll be able to access the palace rooftop gardens. You know, this is one of the few times when I'm actually interested in what they have to say. Without delay, lest our rivals inside and out treat his dismissal as a window of opportunity. I'm guessing Tizona is the name of the blade. Seems my road has come full circle. Yeah. I've asked enough of you. My only words for you now are those of gratitude. Yeah? But I know I've said it before, but dang, it's so nice that I'm never called the Warrior of Light, but it says my name during the cutscenes with audio. That is just so annoying to me. It's like, if you're going to call me by my title, just make the voice acting and the text only say my title. If you're going to call me by my name, don't use audio, because I absolutely hate it when they do that. I don't know why, it just really irks me. It's like, yes, my character has a name, but if the audio is going to say my title anyway, I just feel like I'm being insulted, like my character doesn't matter. Tale of Hidden Treasure Troves. Mid-meeting betrayals. Unlucky alliances and joyous homecomings. Yeah, Aliza, you did pretty much miss everything, huh? You missed the overthrowing of the capital, you missed the downfall of Xenos, you missed the defeat of Fordola, you missed raising the flag, you missed what you listed. Yeah, you basically missed everything. Everything important, at least. Why would you doubt your own ears? You have cat ears. We were lucky to have our Echo-blessed champions nearby. Yeah, it seems you can't trust them. At least not with the current leaders. Also, I thought this outfit was only for the siege of the main city. Why are you still wearing it? Say that again. The whole episode is reminding me just how far apart our kind still are. The fear and mistrust really can't be washed away in a day, but someone has to make an effort at reconciliation. Naturally, a lot of people are crying out for vengeance, but I've been doing my best to calm things down. Yeah? As the Empire has learned to its cost in recent times. Well, that's actually what Xenos was going for, Alpha now. He specifically used violence to try and get people to be violent so he could finally get a challenge. It's the Broodmother's doing, and whoever replaces her might not be so keen on the idea. Which isn't to say we won't be putting the safety of our allies in the Vera and M-Treads first. I plan to have resistance scouts keep track. Yep. My parents will be relieved to hear that. What are your plans for the rest of the resistance army? To prepare for Imperial counterattacks? New recruit. A military commander with... Oh! I'm guessing Raubahn? Call it an army, but the resistance is really a collection of smaller independent groups, and when Conrad passes command on to me, that authority only extended to the freedom fighters based in Relger's Reach. He just happened to be serving as the resistance spokesman at the time, and needed someone to take over the role while everything was in disarray. But that time has passed. When I speak with the other leaders about reforming the army under a new government, I'll be nominating Raubahn as the overall commander. That's a very good choice. Assuming he accepts the post. I don't see why he wouldn't. Given the progress of Nanamo's resettlement initiative, I see great cause for hope. I like that we tend to our promises and watch as Alamigo blooms. Maybe it won't be a desert forever. Are we finally going back to Doma? Oh, it's Gosetsu! And my makeshift raft puts it the fury of the seas. I remembered his name just in time, but I still don't remember the one woman's name. But there their generosity ended. Without coins in our pockets for new attire, we are doomed to look like so much jetsam. Woe betide the poor man in a rich city of rich merchants. Oh, that's right. Gosetsu wasn't with us when we were talking with Hancock, was he? I mean, we found him at the... what essentially amounted to the local jail. I don't think he ever met Hancock, though. Well, he was never formally introduced, I think. Why is she suddenly so cheery? Wow, that's a big investment for Gosetsu to sell his blade. Well, I wonder if she's at least improved at all. This burden I shall never know, but I am alive and I must return to my master's side. Exactly. But you need passage to Doma. Wait a second. Why is he calling her Suyu? That's a nickname kind of thing. Have they become friends? The Imperial Palace, huh? Oh, that's impressive architecture. Have you read the reports? First Doma, then Alamigo, and Lord Zenos put to the sword. Do not believe everything you read. I hear the Viceroy was merely wounded, and that he has already returned to the capital. Naturally, the savages beat their chests and boast loudly of taking his head, regardless. Wait, he's back in Garlemald? But he combined with Shinryu and I beat him. Also, didn't he slash his throat? Did he seriously survive being slashing his own throat? Deplorable that our own officer should be fooled by Eorzean misinformation. Small wonder the provinces have begun rising up in rebellion. We must prepare an official and above all accurate announcement to quell these rumors. They would wage war with empty words. Let them produce the Viceroy's remains then. We shall soon put the lie to their claims. Surely he didn't survive slashing his own throat. Ah, it seems I'm going to Kugane next. Okay, well, I'll head there and then stop for tonight. Because this seems like a good stopping place in terms of story. Just about I've got lots to tell you. The Council has officially recognized the Resistance as our standing army, and I expect you can guess who's been appointed commander. People were dancing in the streets when the announcement was made, and we have you and the Sultana to thank for it. The Council has also decreed that we're to maintain a presence at Ralga's Reach. Lise will continue to lead our forces in the fringes, a job she's been doing tirelessly. We're constantly having to remind her to rest before she falls over. That's an exaggeration, and I always get up again. Ain't nothing gonna keep you down, Lise? Anyway, we can hardly afford to lower our guard now. Not after our latest brush with Lakshmi. Speaking of which, we've been keeping a close eye on the Kalyana, and it looks like they've chosen a new leader. Shanti's daughter? What? Makes so they have a mindless shell as their leader? I guess because she was technically brought back to life by Lakshmi, I guess they might think she's blessed or something? As things stand, there's no prospect of engaging in talks, let alone coming to an understanding. I mean, there's no point in talking because you won't hear anything back, literally. Keep on reaching out to them until they finally see sense. Just like I've been reaching out to Fordola. She still won't meet my gaze, but she's given up trying to ignore me. May only be the odd grunt, but at least she's responding. Ah, Alfie! Is everything alright? From Tataru. Hancock has apparently acquired information of great interest and urgency. More than that she didn't say, only that we should come to Kugane right away. Haha! We're together, but Alice is determined to make it a party of 3. What, to bring along me, or to bring along Lise? My wounds are quite healed and I would benefit from some fresh air. Besides, you may well need a pair of extra hands. Oh. We should depart as soon. You'll be joined. Of course. Doma is where I'm most interested for Stormblood. Should this business prove to be of even tangential concern to Alamigo, we shall inform you. Yup then, Hancock and Tataru awaits us. Haha! I doubt it, but it would be such a nice little treat if you could find Gosetsu and Yotsuyu or Yotsuya. Just wandering during this quest. That'd be a nice little touch. Oh. Okay. Well, I'm gonna call it